say your game is GTO versus exploity these days from Ryan DePaula, the DGen?
So, the tougher the game, the more I'm trying to
kind of go theoretically sound.
Play theoretically sound, whatever you want to call it. But I think I deviate from that quite quick when I see opportunities, like quicker than most pros I know.
Somebody said some really smart player, I remember, said something that stuck with me. They said, like, if you're trying to play GTO, but then you have an assumption that you trust, it's not, it might have been you who said, I don't think so though. It's not that big a deal to trust the assumption and see what happens, kind of, because if it's right, it's massive. And if it's wrong, you can just sort of like, you know what I mean? Do you feel...
It wasn't me who said that, but I agree with that.
You're quick to pounce if you see taking people to weird places. If you trust it, you're quick to go right there, kind of.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I like that.
But I mean, I'm also... My understanding of the GTO style stuff is quite a bit below, especially in No Limit, below a lot of people lately. I just haven't been doing work on it, so... And now everyone's got so many tools and stuff. Like,
that's what he's. You're one of the few players who would say that while doing tons of work on it. I feel.
No.
I know, but I'm just saying, a little hustly too now. I don't, DashCat9 wants to know the most memorable bluff you've ever run. Do you have one? That just, if you got asked that question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do I feel like it didn't work out? Maybe
it worked.
It did work. Let's go, dude.
So, it was one of the biggest pots I've ever played.
Location?
Asia.
Okay.
And I...
Little vague on that, just Asia, but we'll let it go.
Forget what happened pre-flop and flop.
Okay.
But I bet the turn and this dude raised. And I re-raised like 85% of my stack.
Full deck?
Short deck.
Short deck.
And maybe not 85, maybe like 75, 80% of my stack.
Okay.
Because he just had a habit of calling, like pair and open-ender kind of hands in a spot where you're actually probably supposed to fold it, but if you call it, you should definitely call the river.
Yeah.
And I had
Queen
Jack on like ace 10, 9, 7.
Okay.
And the river was like a ace or 9 or something, and I shoved for like a 6th pot. And he went in the tank for a few seconds and folded like a monster.
Was the 6th, was the roughly 15% pot bet 7 figures?
Yeah.
15% pot. Yeah.
And then the dude after looked at my hand and the game was on.
That's what I noticed back in the day, by the way, that pot where you had 9-8 of spades against Ivy 10 years ago or whatever, with 2 diamonds on the flop, river 6, king, queen 10. You didn't show. Like, you don't show. You will show sometimes, but you're like, more than any other player I've seen you get like preposterous bluffed.
Yeah.
Just next hand. I mean, that's gangster. Like, that's...
Well, and then I've done some of those where I just slide it in, and even in a spot I wanted to show it, I slide it in.
Let them grab it.
But that's what I was gonna say. But sometimes I turn it over when I really want to show it. But I've had a few times I'm like, oh, they're gonna grab this, and I just slide it in like pretending like, oh, this is just going straight in. And so this Queen Jack bluff was one of those where I knew the guy was grabbing my hand, so I just go to slide it in, and he picks it up, and he just cleared it. It was for like a week straight. He just called me every single time.
Oh man, 15% pot is insane, dude. I mean, if you lost it all and couldn't get a stake, sponsorship, nothing, do you think you would have it in you to grind it up from the micro stakes, both in terms of the ability, but also the mental toughness to go through all of it again? From Yanader on Reddit.
Hope I don't need to find out.
Yeah, but if you did, let's say you went stone busto, no outs, no resources, no nothing. Do you think you would start a new career path, or just kind of grind it right back up?
Feels like more work to start a new career path, right?
It does.
I mean, I don't think I'd be happy. I'd probably be cursing a lot.
But you'd be doing it, probably.
I think so.
I guess. I don't know. It's a weird question. It's like it's a hypothetical to imagine that you're just like...
I think so.
Fair enough.
That's what would make sense, I think. I don't know. It would depend how you lost it all. Maybe you'd be too jaded.